And we're joined by Robert Fine, the City of Kelowna's Business and Entrepreneurial Development Director. So we had this scorecard. Sometimes people get a little smug in Kelowna about how great things are, but really, when you look at the grades that we scored, we came out with what I would say is about a letter C. Are you surprised that we didn't, get a big fat A?
I'm not surprised. I figured we would be sort of middle of the road, middle of, overall. Economically, we finished 6 of 17 cities, and that's fairly good standing. Figured we'd be there. On the social side, we were much lower at 14th.
This was really meant to be a reality check, an analysis, a survey of data. Of course, we're all proud of our city and where we live, but what we wanted to do with this undertaking was actually say, where do we fit? How can we do better? What can we learn from others? Are there better practices out there? Are there improved ways of doing things? Let's take a reality check and see what we can learn for going forward. We're very proud to live in this community. We really do like it. But we shouldn't be smug about it. There are things we can do better, and this gives us a start.
Starting with the economic side, the one thing that might be surprising is that we didn't do too well in terms of our numbers of tech jobs.
Yeah, so it's an interesting one. When we look at trying to compare numbers from community to community, we need a standardized way to define tech, and that's a seriously challenging thing. So we went with mostly census data, which is professional, scientific, and technical services across the cities around the globe that we looked at. And as a result, using that definition, that's the StatsCan definition, part of the census numbers, we got a D. Waterloo, who we think is the Canadian leader, got a C, and we were kind of surprised at that as well. So we started digging into the numbers to get a sense of what they meant. So part of it is the definition side, no question. Using the census is going to be different than Accelerate Okanagan, for example. They do a great job every 2 years. They do a sector overview of where we are economically, and great numbers, 12,000 employees in the valley, $1.7 billion in value as an industry. But their methodology is quite different than the census numbers.
14th out of 17 cities studied, Kelowna ranked. On the social side, what were the areas that are bringing us down on that side of the thing?
So not surprising, they match some of the future actions for us, but housing affordability, without question, continues to be a challenge. Also, we look at non-visible minorities and immigrant-based born population, and those are important factors in terms of attracting new labor and new talent.
Overall, out of the 17 cities that Kelowna was compared against, 10th. Am I right, or was it 11th?
10th.
10th. Is that a wake-up call for some people in Kelowna that maybe there's more work to do than people thought?
It might be. I think that I can certainly speak for the task force members who took this very seriously, provided incredible input, and want to move forward to make Kelowna a better place. So I think by at least quantifying with real data where we sit, and you can argue maybe we got the wrong indicators of the wrong cities, but we could run around the block 15 times trying to figure that one out. So we're level of comfort that we've got a good set of indicators, good cities, and this is where we finished. We didn't rig this. It's not a marketing exercise where we want to let's put really good ones we're going to do well in. No, this was about taking an honest look at where we're at.
Terrific. Robert Fine, City of Kelowna, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
And thank you for watching Kelowna Now.